Hi, Breakaway Advisors. I hope you're all well. A couple things for this week's HQ update. First and foremost, I wanted to point out that I am not in my usual space. I am at a co-working day hosted by Radius, and Radius is basically like Airbnb, but for co-working or office space or meeting space, except instead of being like in an office building, it's all in really, really beautiful homes, and they have locations. They're all over, primarily in Portland, but they're expanding every day. And I wanted to share this with all of you. We were so lucky to meet one of the founders, Amina, at Michelle's 40 Under 40, and we've been talking with her and figuring out how Breakaway and Radius can work together. But right now, we just want to encourage everyone, if you are looking for a place to meet up with your fellow advisors, or you need a place for a client meeting, or you need to just get out of your house, check out Radius. I'll have more information in the email below. But again, these are beautiful homes outfitted for remote work, and really, really lovely opportunity to get out of the house or have a meeting if you just need that opportunity to re-energize with other people in person. Next, I wanted to talk about this week, just a little bit of housekeeping. First of all, we no longer have our space in Tualatin. So if you have that address anywhere, please delete it. We no longer receive mail there. We can't receive checks there. And that is the Tualatin Sherwood Road, Suite 200 in the Regis office space. So if you have anything that you need to mail us, you can mail that to the Sherwood tax address, which is 22467 Southwest Ash Street, Sherwood, Oregon. I'll also put that in the email. But again, we always just want to encourage everything to happen electronically, digitally. So if you have any questions about that, please let me know. But where this really comes up is those few clients that we have sending checks. Sometimes we've had to go on a bit of a wild goose check to find out where that check ended up. So please know that, again, we're trying to do everything digitally. But if you do need to mail us something, you're going to mail it to our sister company, Sherwood Tax, at their address in Sherwood, Oregon. Speaking of client payments, we had a couple. We're so excited, first of all, that everyone is bringing on new clients. There's a lot of activity, a lot of growth. So first and foremost, kudos to everyone who is bringing on new clients and in that exciting phase of onboarding and moving forward. One thing, a good reminder, is if you are billing your client for the first time and you're invoicing them and they're getting it and they're paying and you're setting the day that the automatic payments will be taken, if that comes after the 20th of the month, we cannot guarantee that that's going to hit your commission check for that month. So for example, let's say you're onboarding a new client and they pay on the 27th of the month, you may not get that first payment. So if they paid the 27th of May, if that doesn't hit our account until June, you won't receive that payment as an advisor in your commission check until July. And we are occasionally able to accommodate, but we're really don't want to do that going forward anymore. And if you're like, oh gosh, is Shay talking about me? I just want everyone to know this happened quite a bit this month. Again, so excited because of all the new growth. But just be aware, if it's a new client and you're billing after the 20th, you may not receive that commission check the following month, but you'd receive it 2 months down the road. So just keep that in mind. And again, when you're setting up those recurring payments, if you can do it before the 20th, then you're usually always safe. So let me know if you have any questions about that. And again, we're always willing to work with our advisors when we can on things like this, but that is our general rule of thumb. The next thing I wanted to talk about with you all is your summer schedule. We talked about this in our break time meeting a little bit and in some of the cohort meetings, but I'm going to give you a couple resources for how to share about when you're out of office with your clients and with your fellow advisors. So check that out in the email below. But a couple things to remember, please do let us know if you're going to be out of town or really off the grid. We encourage and support you, and we want you when you take your vacation to be truly out of office and not available. That being said, we do have a lot of referrals coming in. Something might come up. So we just need to know generally, okay, if you're out from, June 20th to the 25th, that's great. We're not going to bother you. But if an emergency comes up, with a client, we want to know how to get in touch with you, although we promise we won't. And B, if a really great time-sensitive referral comes in that fits for you and we want to match make that, we just need to kind of know when you'll be back in office so that we can make sure that that referral goes to you. Again, if you have any questions about that, let me know. Linking some resources below about how to set up your out of office, how to update your email address, and how to update Slack when you are out of office, so we all kind of know when you'll be back and what's going on. But do make sure to let us know and to also put up an out of office message both on Slack and in your email. Last but not least, we are definitely in the middle of a recruiting push, bringing on a lot of awesome new advisors. We just kind of offered our first space for cohort 5 yesterday, and we've got more kind of coming down the pipeline. So really looking forward to that. That being said, if you know anyone who would be interested in joining Breakaway, please send them our way as soon as possible. We are really looking forward to meeting more people in this space and hopefully bringing them into the Breakaway fold. Last but not least, for those of you who are still waiting to sign your franchise disclosure agreement, the audit is done. It is coming. We are truly, truly in the final phases right now, and hoping to have that to you this month. So if you have any questions, I think there are 3 or 4 of you who are waiting on those. That is the update that I have, just waiting for the documents to come from the lawyer. It's out of the audit portion now, so that should be done soon. All right, advisors, have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.